dear students, welcome to my class once again. Today I am going to discuss chapter number 7 of your textbook, and it is about, as you can see, I have written on the board verbs. So today I am going to discuss verbs. What are verbs, or what do we mean by verbs, and what are their functions in a sentence. So let's try to understand what is a verb. Verbs are those words which indicate to do something, or in other words we can say doing words are called verbs. Doing words are called verbs, or the words which indicate to do something, or the words which refer to do something are called verbs. Now how? Let's try to understand with the help of some sentences. I am going to write sentences, and we shall find out which words are verbs. Like he is writing a poem. He is writing a poem. So here in this sentence, this part is verb. Not only this one, this whole part is verb. Is writing. This part is verb. So here in this sentence, this word writing, it has come from write. Writing, this one has come from write. So this one, when we say write, it indicates to do something. Someone is doing something. Action words. It is an action word. So, and since it is a sentence of present continuous tense, is there with after he, and we have added ing to write, and it has become writing. So this is the verb here, and this word is indicating to do something. It is referring to do something. It is an action word, and that is why it is verb. It is the main verb. It is the main verb actually. When it is verb, it is main verb. It is main verb, and this it is also a kind of verb, but it is not main verb. It is not telling us to do something. It's not indicating to do something. It's not referring to do something, but still it is a verb. It is helping the main verb. So that is why, because it is helping the main verb, its name is helping verb. Helping verb or auxiliary verb. Helping verb or auxiliary verb. This one is, and this writing is the main verb, because it is indicating to do something. So let's replace this write by some other words, or this is. Let's write some other auxiliary verbs or main verbs. If I write he, if I write they, let's change the subject also. If I write they, then I cannot write is. This is a plural subject. They means more than one, so I cannot write is here. I have to write are. They are. Then let's write reading. Let's write reading. So now this part is verb, are reading. So it is in the same tense like the previous sentence. It is in present continuous tense. So are is there and ing is there with the main verb. So this one is the main verb. It is indicating to do something. Reading. When we say read, it indicates, or it means to do something. So it is an action word. So it is main verb in this sentence. It is main verb. As I wrote, main verb. And this are, it is helping the main verb to give us a sense. This one is helping the main verb. So this is auxiliary verb or helping verb, as I have written, and this is the main verb. And if I write if I write I, and I keep the sentence in the same tense, then I cannot write is or are, because the subject is I have to write am, and this am is auxiliary verb, and this read or reading is what is the main verb. So if I write, let's change the tense of the sentence. He was. If I write was, then this was will be auxiliary verb or the helping verb, because it is helping the main verb, and this read is main verb. And if I change the subject, if I write like we, if I write we, then I cannot write was, because we is plural. I have to write were. If I keep the sentence in the same tense, then I have to write were. We were reading a poem. Now the sentence is not in present continuous tense, it is in past continuous tense. We, and the previous sentence where I wrote was, he was, or I was reading a poem, it was also in past continuous tense, and this sentence is also in past continuous tense. So here I am writing we were reading a poem. So this one is auxiliary verb or main verb, because it is helping the main verb, and this one is the main verb, we know. There are some more auxiliary verbs like have, has, then had, then shall, will. Some auxiliary verbs are used in sentences like am, is, are, was, were, and these are some more auxiliary verbs: have, has, had, shall, will, then may, can, then could. Some of them are also referred to as model auxiliaries. You will get to know which are model auxiliaries, but in general we tell them, or we call them auxiliary verbs, but some of them are model auxiliaries, but still they are auxiliaries. Should, etc. So there are some more auxiliary verbs. So these are, I am not going to write sentences using each of these auxiliary verbs. It will take much time, and you will get some more sentences. Sentences are there in your textbook. You will get the sentences using these auxiliary verbs or model auxiliaries. I have just written or used some sentences to give you a better idea. So it is about verbs, and the verb means those words which refer to or which indicate to do something, or in other words, simply we say action words are called verbs, and these are auxiliary verbs. When we say action words, then we mean the main verb, means this one: read or write or go or come or sit or laugh or smile. There are many. If I go on writing, there are many. So these words, the words that I have written here now, these words indicate or they mean to do something. They are action words, so they are verbs, and we shall call them main verbs. When we shall use them in the sentence, we shall call them main verbs, because they mean or they indicate to do something. And these are am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, then shall, will, might, may, can, the words which I wrote there. These are auxiliary verbs because they help the main verb. So here in this sentence the auxiliary verb is were and the main verb is reading. But when we say verb, then both of these are verbs. When we say verb, we do not call only this one, or we do not talk about only this one. This is also verb, where. So which is the verb? If someone asks you which is the verb here in this sentence, then you have to underline, or you have to say this, not only this, you have to underline both these words. So that's what I want to say, that when we say verb, then we mean both auxiliary verb and main verb. So this is all about verb. This is all about verb. Before I conclude, I would like to repeat once again, and this is the last time I am going to repeat. Verbs mean those words which indicate to do something, or in other words we say action words or doing words are called verbs. And some other words are there which do not mean action words or doing words, and they help the main verbs, and they are called helping verb or auxiliary verb. And we use the auxiliary verbs or helping verbs based on the number of the subject or the tense of the sentence. Depending on or based on the number of the subject or tense of the sentence, we use the helping verb. We cannot use the auxiliary verbs according to our will or whatever we want. It is not like that. We are to use depending on the kind of the sentence, means it in which tense it is, or what kind of subject it is, whether it is singular or plural. Basing on that, we use the auxiliary verbs. And main verb means those verbs which indicate to do something, which refer to do something. So this is all about verbs. I hope you have understood, and still there may be confusions regarding anything. If you feel any kind of confusion is there in your mind, you can ask me commenting in the comment section. I shall be there to help you. And do watch the video again and again, and let me know your questions or queries or confusions. I shall try to answer your questions. And study well at home. Take care of your studies and take care of your health as well. Thank you very much.